Hi, my name is Craig Thompson Wood. I'm the board game teacher. Thanks for coming to my games room. Today we're going to take a look at Pokemon, the collectible card game. So before I go into the report card for the game, I want to just say that this is the Sun and Moon pack Unbroken Bonds. These are what the packs read that I bought for this, just to sort of get a feel for the Pokemon card game. I bought these, I bought them for Timothy, but we're playing them just so I can get a feel for the game before I did the review for this, for the channel. And so as I understand it, there is some changes that have been made to the Pokemon card game between its original inception and now. So for anybody who is from the original, has the original cards, then there may be some changes. I'm not aware of those. I'm going to be talking solely about this set, which I have here, because this is the only one that I know. I never actually did, I think I might have played it like years and years ago, a little bit with my kids when they were younger, but I've never really got into the old one. So this is my experience now with these. So the Sun and Moon Unbroken Bonds starter packs that you can buy. I have the Mewtwo and the Zeraora starter packs here. All right, so let's get to the report card. So for number of players, I'm going to give the game a B+, which may seem odd seeing that it is a two-player game, but this is the kind of game that I would be going out and buying packs for a school. I mean, it's just too easy for cards to get damaged, go missing, or whatever. So I would be insisting that if you're going to do something that's at school, that the kids bring their own. Secondly, I give it the B+ because as a two-player game, like I said, it's a two-player game, but it lends itself so well to tournament play. So you could have a whole group of kids playing this together. I mean, even never mind a board game club. If you had a Pokemon club at school, I'm sure this could do very well and would gather a lot of interest and get a lot of people into it just based on the name alone and the popularity of Pokemon. So then there's a lot of good learning to be had, you know, spoiler alert for the rest of the report card. So all in all, even though, like I said, two-player game, the fact that it is tournament play means that it is, you know, can include a lot more people really at the, you know, so for that I give it the B+. For learning, I'm going to give the game an A-. I give it the A- because it has a lot of great learning potential in here. I mean, when you're playing the game, there is like, you have to be reading all the time. Never mind reading the rules at the beginning to know how to play the game. There's also, you know, in the different steps, Timothy and I found it very helpful in between, you know, when we're playing our round, there's a number of steps you can do in the middle part. You know, first part you draw a Pokemon card, last step is you attack, and that's the last thing you do. But in between the first and last step, there's a number of different things you can be doing, and it's helpful to kind of read them over every turn to make sure that you're not forgetting anything that you could be doing. So that's that kind of constant reading there, but also reading all the cards is going to be something that you're going to be doing a lot of. Reading the cards, their abilities, their attacks, all those kinds of things. You're constantly reading and rereading the cards to know what they can do, what they do, etc. But I also think that this is the kind of game where there's a lot of incentive and a lot of potential for the students, the children who are playing these games, to read up on the cards and to research about what are good decks, what are good strategies, what, you know, how to play, you know, constructing different decks and such. And it's just one of those games. I mean, there's games I enjoy, but I don't necessarily go and research about strategies and things, although I know there are people who do. But it's these kinds of games that people really do that, and they look up, oh, what would be the best deck to build if I want this particular type of Pokemon, and, you know, constructing the deck around that. So a lot of learning potential. So like, it goes beyond the game itself, which is why I give it that A-, because it really has a lot of language learning potential. There's a bit of math in here as well, some basic addition, subtraction. So, you know, Pokemon are doing different attacks, you're adding attacks, then you have to figure out how much damage has been done to see if they're knocked out. You can even be asking such questions, okay, I just did 70 points of damage to you, you have 110 hit points, how many do you have left? So some basic mathematics there, nothing too fancy with the math, but definitely the reading is the strong component in this game, and for that reason I give it the A-. For fun, I'm going to give the game an A. I mean, I just see that the way, first off, the way Timothy's eyes lit up when I showed him that I bought these packs. He was so excited. So I mean, right there, it shows that, you know, the name of Pokemon and what the Pokemon represent to the kids and stuff today is just, it really sort of makes them excited, and that right off the bat gets them going. You know, the fun level sort of ramps up. It was more fun for me to know that he was so excited about it. And the game itself, you know, as you're playing, there's different things you can be doing, you know, strategizing and you know, watching the Pokemon evolve from their basic levels to their different stages that they can go to. Yeah, that's kind of fun too. All in all, yeah, I think we've had a good time with playing it. You know, Timothy's excited about it enough now that if we continue to get more different decks and things, that would be more exciting for him too as well. And the playing of it, you know, certainly he has a great time every time we played it. So I think for that, I give it the A. For time, I give it a B+. The game plays in about half an hour or so, and you know, which is a really sort of quick game. That would be for 2 people. So if you're going to be doing something over a lunch break or an after school or before school program, you can definitely get games of this in during those kinds of times. Again, not something I'd be playing during class time necessarily, because it's, you know, not really anything curricular based in here. I mean, I guess you could stretch it to make it more, feel more curricular. So with the half-hour time that you're looking at, that's, like as I say, that's about a B+. For cost, I'm going to give the game a B+. Now I give it the B+ based on the fact that these decks, you know, this is a whole starter deck. This is a whole ready to play thing here. Like if you have one child that you're buying for, then one of these is enough. If you need to buy for a full game, so 2 people can play, you do need to buy two sets. So one deck here is, you know, from Level Up Games is $12.95. $13 is a great price. $26 for 2, and you're ready to go. Now inside one of these, now these are already opened, but I sort of put them back together to show you. So you're getting a little coin. Sometimes you have to flip coins for heads and tails. So you have like a gold side here, and this has the Zeraora on it. Zeraora is the main Pokemon of this particular deck. And this is a themed deck. So this themed deck is called Lightning Loop, and this one is Battle Mine. So this one has Mewtwo, and this one has Zeraora. So inside here you get these little tokens for damage things, and for status there's a poisoned and a burned. You get a play mat here. So the play mat unfolds. Now it has all the rules on the one side, so it explains everything there that you need to know to play the game. And on the back side it has your play mat, so where one opponent puts all their things, the other opponent puts all their things, and you use that as the arena where you're battling. So I'll just put that down there. It has things here about all the different Pokemons that you could possibly collect. It has things, so that's for more promo stuff. And it has some stuff in here. Was it here? But there's one thing that's included as well that talks about the strategies you would use to play this particular deck, how to be successful with it, what you might try to do to make the deck work in your favor. Here it is. This is here. I thought that was kind of a neat thing. So with the Lightning Loop deck, it talks here about how to successfully play your Lightning Loop deck. Here on the back side, it has the same information for Battle Mind. So understanding how you can use your deck to your best advantage and how to best, you know, prevent your opponent from doing their best thing. It's again part of that reading that makes the game more fun, more interesting. And then you get your deck here, and the deck is of 60 cards, which is your Pokemon standard size deck, and it has everything you need in here to play. So with that, that's I think a really good price. Everybody gets everything that they need. Now keep in mind though that your child may be looking to expand upon it. So the game can get a little bit expensive after that, as they go chasing down different cards, wanting to add to their decks and things. But again, it's one of those things, if it's all in the, you have to weigh the cost versus the benefit. If the cost is, you know, buying a few cards here and there, but the benefit is that they are reading and researching, and, you know, you could even incorporate different things to make them say, like, you know, tell me about it, explain it to me, rationalizing, or even write about it. Then you can do all kinds of different things. And you may be surprised at what these kids will do to get the cards that they want. One great way to develop more skills, plus all the reading that they'll be doing as they get these new cards. So it's win-win, really. Well, that's going to wrap it up for my episode on the Pokemon card game. If you have any questions about the channel or any ideas for content you might like to see, please leave me a message in the comment section below. Be sure to check in. We'll be doing a playthrough of this game with Timothy, so you can actually see us playing the new game. So if you're one of the older Pokemon players that is curious how the new game plays, or if you just want to, curious about getting into the game in the first place, then please do check this out, because it's going to be fun. Timothy and I've had a great time playing it, and so we'll be happily showing you how we play on the channel. Also remember to please hit like and subscribe, because that really helps me out. Well, until next time, I'm Craig Thompson with the Board Game Teacher saying thanks for coming to the classroom.
Are you coming back to school with me?